Hello students, let us study the next statement, that is a control statements in C program. Here we will learn simple, that is if statement, if else statement, the go to statement, nested if statement, switch statement, while do statement, while statement, for statement. So normally the statements in the program are executed in order in which they appear in the program. So let us study these one by one. So these are all called as a control statements. Here the conditional control statements. So in some situations it is necessary to check the condition whether it is a true or false. So in such a condition we are used three conditional control statements, that is if statement, if else statement, nested if statement, and again we can also use that is a switch statement. Let us see the if statement. So this is used to execute the statement or a set of statements conditionally. If it is simple, then it is called as a simple if statement. So if it is having only one if statement, that is called a simple if statement, and it is called a one-way branching. So this is the syntax for the if statement. So it is having to check the condition only one. So if the condition is true, then it will goes to the statement and it will executes this statements. Else, so it will otherwise, so it comes out it goes to the next statement. So this is the syntax for if statement. So condition nothing but, here it is a logical expression that the result is true or false. That is, say if A is greater than B, or if X equal to Y. So such a conditions right in this, that is if this condition. Here in case of if statement we must not use a semicolon. Without this semicolon you have to write the all these control statements. So therefore this is the if condition, and the statement if it is true, then the statement is written between the curly braces, that is the left curly brace and the right curly braces. And now the statement is a simple or a compound statement. So it consisting of only one statement or it consisting of one or more statements. And now let us see in case of a flow chart that we are using, if the condition is false, then it goes to the next statement. If it is true, then it executes this statement. After the statement, again it goes to the next statement. And now the program, let us take an example. Write a C program to accept a number and a print if it is an odd number. So to check the odd number. So how you can check the odd number? See here, if the number is divided by 2, if it is equal to 0, means if the remainder is equal to 0, then we say that it is an even. If the remainder is not equal to 0, then it is an odd number. So likewise here you check the remainder of the number which is divided by 2. So initially the hash include, then stdio.h. So this is a header file. Next you must start with a main function and then left curly brace, and in the next here we have to read the means first we have to take the number whether it is a float or a int. So here we took int number, or you can also take it as a x, then print f. So here in the monitor we have to see the number means enter the number. So that's why the print statement that we are using here, and the enter the number is written within a double quote and with a \n. So which we are going to print in the next line. Then this is a scanf. So this is the input statement, and here that is the percentage of d is used because this is a int. So it is in the double inverted comma and then double quotes and then with a comma and next ampersand of this number. So it shows the address of this one. So it will takes this number. Next, if this number is divided by means it is with a 2. So it is here we are going to use this percentage sign. It is used to get the remainder. So if you take only one line, so as a number divided by 2, it gives a quotient. But here we want this of this one. So it is called as a mod. So therefore this is divided by means it is mod of 2. Then if this is not equal to 0, not equal is written with the exclamatory then equal sign. So if it is not equal to 0, then so next step is then print the number is a odd number. So therefore, so here the printf, and this percentage of d is taken because you must take this one, or the number is an odd number. So in the next you take here. So either you can take in front or also we can take here. And next, whatever you are going to print the number, so you write this one. Okay, and it is ended with a semicolon. And here this statement you can write either here or here or here or any in between. So which it indicates that it shows. So here they have written the statement as a end of the main function. This main function it will ends here, and here actually we must take this if number is divided by 2 is not equal to 0, then you take the left curly brace to here and again with the right curly brace, and one more right curly brace is here. So therefore inside of this main function, if function is having the two curly braces. So the output of this program is enter the number. So here in monitor, so it will comes enter the number. Then if you enters 13 is an odd number. Okay. So let us see one more example, that is write a program to accept two floating point. So you have to read two floating point numbers and compute their ratio. Means if you take x and y are the two numbers, then the compute their ratio means x divided by y is equal to how much. And if the ratio is greater than 0. If the ratio is greater than 0, then it exchanges the content of these numbers. It means that x equal to y, then y equal to x. If it is a greater than 0. So you have to write the program. So first include the std.io.h, then main function it will starts with a left curly brace, then float. So here x, y, and if x and y is float, and we have to mention initially the ratio, it is also in the form of a float, and then you take a one dummy thing that it will takes means it will exchanges the content of y to x and x to y. We have to take one more the dummy thing. So they took as a temp here, and it is ended with a semicolon. Next print. So enter x and y, backslash with the n. Next scanf, percentage of f, because it is a float, percentage of f, and it is ended with a double quote, comma, then ampersand x, ampersand y, and then here the ratio equal to x by y. Then printf. So print the ratio equal to, see here, percentage of f backslash n, and that ratio is equal to what's the value which is executed here, it will prints. Then if the ratio is greater than 0, if the ratio is greater than 0, then you take this left curly brace, which it indicates that this block begins, and then you need not write this one, directly you take this, and next this temp equal to x, then x equal to then y. Then here it will ends this function, that is if function, so it will ends. Then finally that print f, here x equal to percentage of f because it is a float, and y is also the percentage of f because it is a float, and that with a backslash with a n for a next line, and x and y. So here it will print x and y, x equal to this much and y equal to this much. And again you use the end of the main function, because the main is having a one left curly, so you have to end with this one. First you end with this if function and then end with the main function. This is the output of this program after you run the program. So enter x and y first initially. So it comes out as a enter x and y. Then you are going to enter, see here you take, let us take this 23 and 45. So the ratio of this 23 by 45 is this much. So it prints, and finally it will exchanges. Okay. So x equal to this much and y equal to this much. So this is the output after writing this program. And let us see if else statement. So in the case of if statement, you have checked execute only one statement, and if statement is used to execute only one action. If there are the two statements and to be executed alternatively, then if else statement is used. This if else statement is the two-way branching, means if it is true then it executes one, if it is false then it executes another one. So this is the syntax for this one. So if this is the condition and if it is true, then it will executes the statement 1, then it will completes the this statement with the left and right curly brace. Else means otherwise, else it executes this statement 2 here with a left curly brace and right curly brace. So since for a first statement you take this left and right curly braces, and again for a second statement you take this one. So therefore this is the syntax for if else statement. So here in the case of a flow chart, see here, if the condition is means if say A equal to B, if it is true then it executes this one, and if it is false then this one, means A is equal to B and here it is not equal to B. So if it goes to the next statement, then both are, it will comes to the next statement. And now let us see the examples of this if else statement. Write a C program to accept two numbers and check whether they are equal or unequal. See here, means whether they are equal or unequal. So accept the two numbers, say x and y. If x equal to y, then they are equal numbers. So if x is not equal to y, then they are unequal numbers. Hash include, this is stdio.h, then main. It is started with a main with a left curly brace. So you have to enter the two numbers. So you must take the int or a float, int m comma n, and ended with a semicolon. Then print, enter the values of m and n. So here they took a capital N and capital N. So here we can also use a small m. Just it will prints output here. See, enter the values of m and n. So to print the output side, just you take this printf, then scanf, means you are going to read the value of m and n with ampersand m and ampersand n. See, next is if m is equal to n. So we must use a double equal for this C program to equate one to another. So therefore, if n equal to n, you can use a left curly brace and then print f. M and n are equal, means then we say that if this is true, then we say that m and n are equal. Then you can end it with a right curly brace. Then else or otherwise, and here again you take a left curly brace and then printf, and m and n are not equal. Then here it is ended with a again the left curly brace, and one more left curly brace is due to the main function. So therefore it ends the main function. Just it will indicates that you have to understand that the main function, it will ends here. So therefore they have written a statement. So if you understand, if you want to understand any such a statement inside the program, you can write anything, whatever you want to understand. So you can write in the any line of the C program. And this is the output of this program. Enter the values for m and n. So here m and n both are 26 and output is m and n are equal. So if the they are if you entered, if it is 34 and 44 and m and n are not equal. And next, write a C program to accept a character from the keyboard and print yes if it is equal to y, and otherwise it should print no. Means you just read the character, say A, B, C, D, like that. Character. So if the character is equal to y, so if the character you entered is equal to exactly equal to y, then yes, then you have to write the program in such a way that yes, it is equal to y, and otherwise yes, it is not equal. So therefore let us see the program. Hash include, and here it is, this is stdio.h. This is the main function that will starts, and here the left curly brace, the character ch, and here with the left means it is ended with a semicolon. Here this is the character, so it is not a float and not an int. So here we are read the character, so therefore you take this char of ch and then print, enter the character. Then this character ch equal to get character, means you read the value of this one. As in case of scanf, you are going to read the value of x and y. So here you are going to take the value of the character with a get character with a left and right parenthesis and ended with a semicolon. If this character is equal, means you just use double equal to y, then, and similarly this with a again you use this one, then that printf means it is again with the left curly brace and the right curly brace. Here if this is true, then printf yes, it is a y, means character equal to y, and else it is equal to means that is it does not equal, so print, so here no, and again you use end of the main function. See here the result. If you run this program, enter a character y. If you entered y, then it prints yes. Entered a character, if you entered say yes or x or anything other rather than this y, then it will prints no. So these are the two examples of if else statements. And next one, nested if statement. Nested if statements means in if statements many more if statements are used, and if there are more than two alternative to select, then the nested if statements are used. So enclosing if statement within the another. So one if statement is enclosed and within the another if statement is called nested if statement. The syntax of this nested if statement, see, this is the syntax. You have to write the syntax. So if they have asked the write the syntax of nested if statement, see, if the condition, this condition is not ended with a semicolon here, so, and this, if it is true, then it will check the next condition. So next if comes, and again next if comes means next left curly brace and the statement 1. So it is ended with a statement 1, so therefore it is ended with this if statement. Then if this is not true, means if it is false, then it will goes to if this one, not this, if this one, that is if the condition 2 is true, then it executes a statement 1. If it is false, then else it executes a statement number 2. Then it will completes this one. This if statement, it will completes here. And then if this condition it will false, then directly it comes here. Then else if. So if it will ends only these two conditions, then you end with this much only. But if you want to check one more condition, then you use else if condition 3 is true, then it will check the statement, means execute the statement 3. Otherwise means else, so it goes to statement 4. So likewise, so in one if statement, so another if statement, if else statement is used. So this is called the nested if statement, and this is a flow chart for that one. So if the condition is true, next it will check the condition 2, and if it is true, then it will take a statement 1. If it is false, statement 2, and here if it is false, the condition 1, then it will check the condition 3, and if it is true, then it goes to statement 3, and if it is false, it goes to statement 4, and finally it comes to the next executable statement. And let us see, these are examples of this one. Here, write a C program to accept the 3 integers and print the largest among them, means find the largest of 3 numbers. This program that you are going to do in the practical examination. So therefore you read carefully. See here, first initially you take this hash include stdio.h, and also include the conio.h in case of practical, and main function it will starts, then left curly brace, so it will begins the program, and then int, you are going to read the 3 numbers. So 3 numbers may be an integer or may be a float. So if it is an integer, then int a comma b comma c, then print f, means you are going to enter the monitor as a enter the values of a, b, c with a \n, and it is ended with a semicolon. Next you are going to read this one, so that's why you are going to take the input statement, that is a scanf, and here it is %d, because this one is an integer, %d, %d. Here these are in the double quotes, and comma, they are separated by the comma. Then it is an address list, and here it is address of A, means ampersand of A, ampersand of B, ampersand of C, and they are separated by the comma, and that is parenthesis completes, then it is ended with a semicolon. See here, first it will check if A is greater than B. Next here the left curly brace it will comes, and if A is greater than C, if it is yes, then A is again it will checks with a C. So therefore if A is greater than C, if it is yes, then printf A is the largest. Else you take the left curly brace here, then printf otherwise C is the largest. Okay, then it is ended with the left curly brace. Else if, else if B is greater than C, it means that print f B is the largest number, and else here C is the largest. So therefore here we are going to use a left and right curly braces for each if statement, and finally it is ended with a left curly brace, that is the end of the main function. The output of this program here, if you run this program, enter the values of A, B, C. So if you enter these three values, and which one is bigger? C is the largest one. So if this is the example, if you take a minus 5612, here B is the largest one. So likewise we can write the program with a nested if statement. Okay. So likewise write a C program to accept the height of the person, to determine whether he is a dwarf, average man, taller, or if he possesses an abnormal height. Just you read this one, so you can easily understand. So if you do not understand, you ask me. See, then write a C program to accept the integer for coordinate point and determine its quadrant. Means you entered a point, so point is having x and y coordinates. So depending upon x and y, in which quadrant the point is. So if x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0, then it is in the first quadrant. If it is x is less than 0 and y is greater than 0, then it is in the second quadrant, then it is in the third quadrant. So see here, it is a else if statement is used in case of we are going to check the two conditions. So in such a case we are going to use a to and here symbols. Okay, so for to check the two conditions, just to see this, and here this is the result. So if you enter the values of x and y, it is 2 and 4, then it lies in the first quadrant. So if it is this minus 8 and 2, so it is in the third quadrant. So likewise we can check whether the point is in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and a fourth quadrant. And next, let us see so these are the some simple examples that I have done, so that you have to follow this one. So this is the syntax for if statement, and this is syntax for if else statement, and this is write a C program to find the largest of two numbers, only two numbers. So just you see this. Okay, and then write a C program to check whether A is equal to B. Okay, whether the two numbers are equal. Okay, and then here write a C program to check whether the given number is even or odd. If it is even, if it is odd, so you are going to check both here. And next, write a C program to check whether the given year is a leap year or not. So leap year nothing but if you are going to take a mod of this one, that is A of mod of 4, nothing but if it is exactly divided by the 4, then the remainder equal to 0. So therefore if this is equal to 0, then we say that this is a leap year. If it is not equal to 0, then it is the not a leap year. And here write a C program to check the given number is positive or a negative. So if it is greater than 0, then it is a positive. If it is less than 0, then it is a negative. So here I have used this conio.h. So because this is also an input output statement, and it is also an header file, and instead of main, so here I used this void main. Depending upon the version of the C program we are using. And this one is write a C program to check the person if eligible for voting or not. Means that if the age of the person is greater than or equal to 18, then he is eligible. So print it is eligible. So if it is not, then here it is not eligible. So here CLR SCR used means to clear the screen. So one program, if the monitor it has the output, then we have to clear the output. So that means the monitor. So then you use the CLR SCR, and if you get directly the output, means after pressing the enter key, then we have to use a get ch. So otherwise it will comes after the run executable point. And this one is the else if. Else if means else simultaneously we use the if condition. Then here it will execute the 3 conditions and write a C program to find the largest of the 3 numbers. And here that you already discussed. Okay, and here write a C program to check the whether the given number is in which quadrant. This is the program. And write a C program. A student has a scored or a distinction or a first class, second class, pass class or failed. So depending upon the percentage that I have mentioned here. So print finally. First you read read the student marks and check with that marks whether he is in a first class, second class or pass class. Okay, so you must read carefully each program, then you can easily understand. Thank you.